Welcome back to another episode of TSP, episode 161, and the final episode of 2023. That is right, we will be taking a break for the holidays to spend time with friends and family, and hope that you guys do the same and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. On another 2-hour plus banger episode of TSP, we are happily joined back by Joe the Greek and our special guest of the week, Todd Stahl. We start the episode off with a WWE rant. Bobby kind of gets into one of his favorite companies of all time and, throws a shoulder into them as they wanted to be a little bit cuckish and take down a clip that we were reacting to on our last episode. I share one of the best experiences I've ever had at a restaurant at a local steakhouse and winery called Fleming's as me and my significant other Jen celebrated our 7th year anniversary. Todd Stahl talks about his return to the wrestling mat and the process that led up to it and the results that followed. Todd shares a huge announcement that you'll have to tune in to find out just what that is. We go around the mill and discuss the GTA 6 trailer that got released in record-breaking numbers. Kanye West has a new song coming out called Everybody, and he samples the Backstreet Boys song Everybody. Shohei Ohtani has a blockbuster deal going to LA Dodgers in a $700 million deal over 10 years. And the final update of Adam 22's reality TV show where he finally decides who's gonna fuck his wife. And also on this episode, the TSP Awards 2023, where Bobby decides on Kyle of the Year. We show his resume clip as well as a phone call to the man himself. We go over Fucko of the Year, Cuck of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and our MVPs. We have all this and a whole lot more on episode 161 of TSP, so strap in, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already and you're enjoying these episodes, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps us out tremendously to get out to new listeners and viewers alike. And with all that being said, enjoy the episode, and we'll see you in 2024.
You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in. You are now tuned. You are now tuned in to the TSP. Got the game in our hand like a PSP. Bob Dylan Joe, one hell of a show. All them other podcasts, let it go. That y'all recording, born, gotta snore. TSP hitting like teeth early in the morning. Been doing all things since 2019. Pay respect, bow down, baby, kiss the ring. Take a second, enjoy the moment. You witnessing greatness. Still welcome if you new, forgiving your lateness. You streaming in your car, then let it ride. If you on the YouTube, like the video, subscribe. You are now tuned in to the TSP. You are now tuned in to the You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in to the TSP.
Yes, sir. TSP episode 161. I'm your host, Bobby Hall, and with me, for real this time, is my co-hosts, Dylan Savage and Joe the Greek. What up, dog?
What's going on?
Dick.
Well, you should. No, there's a whole stupid fucking thing. They left me hanging out to dry for like fucking 2 minutes.
Sorry, man.
Around, talking like a dumb fuck.
I'm just gonna drink here and.
Yeah, it was bad because I thought we were having one of our usual technical difficulties.
Ooh, was that a dig there? Is that usual?
Well, yeah. It's like, for a while, it was Dylan's audio, or
so yeah, he's echoing, or you can't hear him.
Yeah. So
yeah, we crispy clean now.
We're whole again. Welcome back,
butthole.
It's good to be back. Last episode of the year, so we got a banger. Very excited. We're back. But Dylan, I told you in pre-production, I want to thank you. I want to thank you on live. Give you your flowers. That you got me down to Suck Road because
Jesus Christ,
kind of cleared the way and let you go on your Dylan Tate routine there for a little while me and Terrell watched in enjoyment. And it got me in good with the wife, so appreciate you.
Hey, no problem. Like I said in pre-production as well, that it's a classic play out of the Wingman playbook. It's the hero and the pig. You know, your boy over here, D'Lo, played the pig, so my man can be the hero and get topped off not by the mechanic this time.
That's true. Yeah, it was nice. But I think also the fact that I think I took last week's loss pretty well. You know, I think it was like maybe like an hour of some shittiness, but about the time she got home, I kind of shrugged it off because it is what it is, man. You know,
That probably went a long way. She probably's like, damn, a changed man.
Maybe. I think she kind of realized and kind of could see it in my face a little bit, but I tried to kind of, like I said, keep it short and sweet that, you know, last week because
She saw the effort.
Instead of carrying it over for like 48 hours. And it was just good for me in general. You know what I mean? Like Mondays already suck because you got to go back to work and shit, but having that on top of being a fucking piss ass because your team lost, it just makes everything.
I thought you guys would be used to that shit by now.
No, not with expectation.
You think, dude? Well, yeah.
I'm just saying, okay. Over right under, now, what's the fucking lost, you know, lost to win ratio?
They're on a 2-loss streak in like the most important time of the season.
I mean, that's pretty good for them, right?
Starting to piss away like their hot start, but they are dealing with like just an absolute insane amount of injuries. So, but they basically just have to win 3 out of 5 games here, and we should be good to go, especially thanks to the Steelers pissing the bed there against the Patriots. But
it was Thursday, right?
And here's the thing: we didn't really get into too much football last week, but we got our sports guy back, so we gotta
it's me, boys.
Jump right back in, baby.
I've been learning. I've been studying a little bit.
Yeah.
Shit.
I knew the Steelers Patriots played on fucking Thursday at least.
True that. And
so
everyone thought it was
right?
Like smack the under, but that over hit.
How much did you lose on that one, Dylan? How much money?
I haven't like Bobby. I've kind of been staying away from betting.
What?
So
change man, huh?
Yeah, that's why there's been no D'Lo locks or anything like that. Because I got nothing to lock right now because I'm staying away, going through a cleanse.
2024 comes, fucking Phoenix is gonna rise from the ashes.
Don't fucking hype him up.
Oh,
don't hype that dude up.
There he is, baby.
He's gonna fuck up his tax return or something. He's gonna do something stupid. You hear him right there. I've lost thousands. He's gonna be like, hey, you know all these deductions we get for our children? I bet I could flip it on a 37-leg parlay.
I just put my tax return on Cavs minus 3.5.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. I'm excited.
He's gonna be that's the D'Lo Phoenix, so it'll hit. It's gonna be a different year, right?
Yeah, new year, new me. That is my New Year's resolution to win more parlays.
Yeah, absolutely. D'Lo, we had a banger last week, man. We went a little long, but we had a good time talking to our guy, Terrell, who filled in for Joe. He called himself Black Joe, so that was cool.
I mean, he's allowed to, I guess. The first part, I don't know.
And me and Dylan weren't calling that, but
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know that real PC.
There was one thing that kind of rubbed us the wrong way from last week. It wasn't anything we did. It was unfortunately a company that I've supported for like 25 years, Dylan, and that was the WWE. We published the video on Monday, or you did, I should say, and basically as soon as it goes live, WWE blocks it, gets taken off YouTube. You got to go back in, remove the clip of us reacting to CM Punk's return. It stayed on the podcast episodes, I believe, but yeah, we had to take that off of YouTube, and that sucks, man. I've been supporting WWE, like I said, for like 25 years. I've been to house shows, I've been to pay-per-views, I've bought merch, toys, you name it, like video games. You can see some of the shit behind me. And the thing is like CM Punk came back 2 weeks ago, and since then they've played all these highlight clips on all the shows, Raw, SmackDown, everything, just showing people like us on YouTube, albeit with probably hundreds of thousands of followers, but still reacting to their footage. And not only do they not, swat them, they put their videos on their shows, but just some lowly ass Midwest podcasts, they weren't fucking with it. So they swatted our shit. And that sucks, man. like I said, if they would have just did that, not already like promoting all these people doing the same thing we did, which even though we don't have a big following, I think there's a lot of people that probably seen that video for the first, or would have seen that video for the first time, and kind of got to see a pretty cool moment. Like you and Terrell, I imagine that was probably your first time watching, and you guys got to see and hear the reaction, and it was pretty cool video. But sure enough, some fucking geek at WWE that is some lowly ass hourly wage worker came across our shit and
fucking virgin.
Sucked.
Yeah, I mean, copyright in general is a bitch. Like, it makes no sense. You don't have to, like, even I was kind of like doing some research on it. Like, it doesn't matter if you claim it's not your property, that you're giving them credit, or you're not even making money off of it whatsoever.
I thought fair use would have been applied there.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if they don't want I call it free publicity. I mean, 100 viewers. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it's still like maybe someone that hasn't seen it before that making interest into the product.
We don't make any money. We don't make any money from it, obviously.
Right.
So it's not like we take anything from them. We're kind of giving them something, even though it's like, crumbs to them, but still it's
right.
We would have been bringing them, I guess, attention to it.
I think it's wild that it even popped up on their radar. You know what I mean? Like, what level of AI are they scanning?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Maybe we should be blaming YouTube, because it's probably their algorithm.
There's a whole thing last week too, because Barstool, they're doing like their version of Survivor with like all their main guys like Dave Portnoy, like basically like the top dudes, and they were playing it on YouTube, getting just crazy views and shit. It was picking up steam. But in like the third episode, there was one of the contestants, I think, got voted off or something, and told the host he was going to blow his house up. And YouTube said that they either had to cut that shit off or they were going to get a strike, which I think they already had a strike.
Oh,
and
God.
I don't know if like 2 wipes your whole shit or what. So
I think you get 3. Just
instead of editing their shit, they just posted it on their site. They have a Barstool like .tv website, which obviously is going to lose a third of the, or probably 2/3 of the views that they were getting. And obviously by doing so lost hundreds of $1,000s, from ad revenue and stuff. So they put it up as like a pay-per-view with like the final 6 episodes and shit, which was a big uproar because everyone thought they were fucking baiting everyone, because 3 episodes in they decided to go from free to $10. But anyways, this whole thing, YouTube, they have to have some sort of like AI thing. I don't know, but they're just they're a little too strict with the shit. But
right.
Yeah, I just had a little rant about it because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been a lifelong WWE fan, and it kind of fucking disappointed me that they did that.
Bobby 316.
Yeah, so I just watched your vid.
Yeah. Before we do move any forward in the podcast, and before I forget, I do want to give a shout out to the beautiful and amazing Mrs. That is my Maswell B wife, and I call her Maswell B because we're not technically on paper wife, husband and wife, but we're still engaged. But we just celebrated our 7-year anniversary today.
Maybe next year, huh?
I went, probably not. Based on finances, dude, and the money she gets back in taxes being a single mom, I mean, it's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Anyways, went to a restaurant that I've been wanting to check out in Dayton. Okay, and it's called Fleming's Steakhouse and Winery. Okay, it's 5-star upper echelon. It's probably the best experience.
What the fuck did he just say?
Upper enchilada, and it is.
That made more sense than what that made up ass word you fucking said before.
Baby. We got to get a Dylanism in there, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, squeeze it in there. But it was a great experience. Yeah, dude, it was probably the best restaurant I've been to, hands down, best experience. I thought we were gonna
get a bad review. Okay.
No, this is fantastic.
I didn't even have kangaroo.
No exotic meats. None needed. All USDA.
All
right
domestic,
there,
baby.
No, it was great. It was really great. We got there, made and they give you like options for like special events and shit of like, if you're like, like celebrating a birthday, etc. But there's anniversary, hit anniversary. Went there. They had a table that was specifically for us, like a booth. They had like this like glitter sprinkled of like hearts and stuff on there with the card saying happy anniversary. And, you know, just like it felt very personable. You know, it was there for you. We got a bottle of wine and they gave us some like this little box. We had like gourmet chocolates in there and we ordered the steaks. I'm not going to say how much everything costs, but I'll just say that my
we already know it's up there with all the shit you guys saw.
So
yeah, my steak alone was $70. So it was a pricey meal. So it was
better than your Texas Roadhouse.
It was yeah. It was
That's
way
why
better than Texas
smirking
Roadhouse.
just now because it just reminded me that you just kept texting the automated number that you were still there, still waiting.
Still here.
You're like a day later.
It's just an automated number.
Doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Still here. I got him. I got him back.
I forgot about that, but I did do that. Yeah. If anyone went to Texas Roadhouse before, they have an automated voice machine or a text machine where you're like, if you do your reservations, you pull up in the parking lot and you say that you're here so the hostess can call you in when it's time. So they don't like, I guess it was like a COVID thing, but so they don't like fill up their fucking waiting room. So I texted that I was there and never got a response to come in whatsoever. So we ended up leaving, took our business elsewhere. And it was like the next day, I haven't got a response at this point. And I was like, the next day, just bullshit. I just said, still here. Dude, totally got him.
Yeah, you burned him, huh? Whoa.
Yeah, but yeah, Fleming's. If you're ever in the Dayton area, Fleming's Steakhouse and Winery. It's over there at the Green. Fantastic establishment. 5 stars, 10 out of 10. Everything was great. We had not only the steaks, because I had a prime dry aged ribeye. That's what I had. It was a 16 ounce. She had 8 ounce filet mignon, and we got the Chipotle cheddar mac and cheese with also we had a roasted asparagus with some house salads as well. And you know you're at a fancy joint if the salad isn't like what you would expect. It's literally a fucking like iceberg lettuce that you have to use a knife to cut. You have to cut into your own lettuce. So
I feel like I'm not trying to do all that extra work if I'm paying all that money. I didn't know I was on the staff if I got to make my own fucking salad.
Oh,
I gotta cut my own shit up.
Mignon.
Filet McDonald's or whatever he said.
Ever seen what the fuck movie is that? Joanna
but yeah,
Man.
it was great. It was a great experience and a great anniversary.
No, how do you like it? How do you like it? So it gets the D-Lo stamp of approval, though, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bottle of wine. Does that mean you were doing the new D-Lo later that night?
I don't know. It was great wine. It was a great wine selection. We went with like a red sweet wine because that's what Jen likes, what I like as well. It kind of reminded me of like a pink Moscato, but it's more of along the line. What was it called? It was called shit. I think it's Villa M is what it was called. And yeah, we got a bottle of that.
What
We
year?
finished it all.
Vintage 2022.
No.
Yeah, I don't know that shit. Well, that's what's
I
up,
don't know
man.
shit
It's
about
good,
wine.
you had a good experience because obviously we've heard on the show of some bad ones.
Yeah. It was great.
That's what's up, man. Congrats to you guys. Yeah, hopefully someday she can share the same name as her children.
Someday, man. Someday.
Right.
If she's lucky, you know.
I can't talk shit. I don't even have the ring, so you're ahead of me.
I didn't mean to do that.
I did the important part,
we got
dude.
the different stages here. I'm not shit. You're engaged and he's married, so
There we go.
That's what makes us us. But we got another banger, man. We got another banger today. We got I'm gonna be unveiling the 2023 Kyle of the Year. We'll actually be calling the winner. Closest race since the inception in 2020. So it took until earlier today to make my decision. But we'll also be going through the Fucko of the Year, Cuck of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and our MVPs of 2023. And, of course, the man of the hour, our friend of the show. He's been on before, had an amazing episode, one that is several listeners' favorite episode, very inspiring, and has stayed on the good path there and made a comeback of sorts, which we'll get into. And we've also got quite a big announcement. We've been teasing it the last couple of weeks. For episode 161, we have none other than the loose cannon, Todd Stahl. Todd, my man, welcome back to TSP. It's been a long time coming. We're very excited, and we're very stoked to see what the big announcement is. I don't know where at you want to unveil that, but we're kind of following your lead here, man. But for now, it's welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. If you want to work towards the end of the show on the announcement, that's fine.
Well, we'll kind of just talk all of that now, because obviously we're going to keep you on to also give some of your picks for some of the nominations we have on the show, and then we'll get, because last time I think we had you on for the mill, but you were a little too timid and shy to give some of your opinions. It was your first time though, so now you know how the show goes. You're a TSP vet, so now you're going to be, the fourth chair this week.
Now, hold on. I was prepared to step into the TSP arena last time, and you guys threw me off. So
that is true. Yeah, that's fair. But we got that. That's closed for repairs right now. I don't know what we'll do with that. The TSP arena. Maybe this or that's always a fun segment. So we'll see. Maybe that's a 2024 a deal. But yeah, man. It's great to see you. It's great to hear from you. You look great. I'm loving what's going on here. I guess we'll touch base with that first. I mean, when did we start growing in the facial hair here?
the facial hair has been there for a while. I started with the sideburns when I was like, 19? But recently I've gone to the mustache. Every Monday after work, I trim this up and leave the mustache. And I know it's not Julian Guzman, but
shit.
I mean, he's in his own.
It's what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah, don't put yourself down. I mean, I mean, that's one of the kind of thing. I mean, Joe can't even. That's the hairiest dude I know, and he can't even grow a mustache. Like,
he could.
Well, maybe he can.
You fucking want me to?
Kinda, yeah.
Do it, Joe.
I don't want to fly a biplane to work. That's why I don't grow my mustache out like that, fucking guys.
Why not, dude? You get there,
dude. I can't stand it, man. It gets to my mouth. It drives me nuts. Can't even eat soup anymore.
That's why you gotta twirl it out.
It's too long, man. Still, I'm not gonna wear wax mustache to bed. Wake up with that shit right about this.
Mine was kind of long up until about a week ago when I trimmed it back, and man, I find myself like chewing on it even.
She'll be in your mouth. You like wake up with
one of them episodes where I just feel like a real bitch, man. I mean, you three guys just got it all going, and I ain't got shit.
Come on, Bobby, you got it coming in here.
Yeah, but it's like a teenager, you know.
You do grow the meanest fucking mutton chops.
Oh, this is true, 100% fact.
You know what I mean?
I just wish it was spread around.
Martin Van Buren's.
We lived that life one time, dude. I'd rock the shit out of a fucking beer, but it is what it is. Whatever.
I don't know, man. Honestly, it's not that cool. It gets.
If I ever come into some money,
dirty.
I'm getting a fucking transplant. Fuck it.
You can go to Turkey, get you a beard transplant.
Get some real weird shit. Yeah, I'll get a third leg.
Ooh.
But
shout out Lil D.
Yeah. But anyways, man, I want to touch base on quite a few things, man, because I think we had you on like 2 years ago. I think just about 2 years ago. So you're a little more leaner, a little more meaner, man. Made a little comeback to the ring as well. Or I guess maybe not the ring.
The mat.
What would you call it? The mat, I guess.
I think it would be called commonly the mat.
Yeah, which when we talked to you first, everyone knew that you wrestled in high school, and grade school pretty much, and then became kind of a coach, and you still do that, which we'll definitely get into that as well, because you and your brother, who we had on about a month or so ago, started a company promotion. I don't know what you guys want to call that per se, but you decided this past summer that you wanted to get back into the mat, which I didn't even know that even existed for men of our age. I don't know how you found that, but what made you want to get back?
So here's the thing.
In the mat?
There's no old timer, as we used to call them when we were kids, because I remember seeing the old timers wrestle at weekly wrestling tournaments, and there's none of those in the area. So basically, I was looking through the state fair tournament from last year, which I took my son to, and he competed there last year. So I was looking at videos on YouTube about it, and I came across this guy named Sam Shelby, who's a YouTuber, and he's got a decent following. And he's right in my weight class or whatever. So I was watching his YouTube videos, which is really nicely produced and everything. And I'm like, man, I think I can beat this guy or whatever. I'm old and out of shape or whatever. Huh? But that's right, run the fade, Sam Shelby. So anyways, I made the decision about a month in advance to start training for it. I was at about 200 pounds when I started. And me and my kid Hayden, he's super dedicated and he supports me and everything I do, and I support him in everything he does. So we were out here running like 7.5 miles every night. I ended up dropping the weight down to 186 to try to wrestle people who wouldn't be a little bit stronger, you know what I mean? And I knew I could lose the weight. So I registered at 180, or as 86 kilos is the weight class, which I think is 184 pounds. I made the weight, and they told me that there was nobody else in the weight class for the Masters division.
I feel like that's pretty common weight.
Right. Nobody else in the weight class for the Masters division, which is 34 and above, or 33 and above, which I qualified for the first time this past year. And so I made the decision. I'm like, well, I didn't do all this training and everything and running and losing weight to not compete or just go out there and take an easy championship. So I decided to enter the open division, which is 18 to wherever. And the next oldest guy in my bracket, I think, was 26 years old, which is 8 years younger than me. And so I wrestled these dudes, and I did my best, but it turned out that I didn't have enough in the gas tank to last the entire tournament.
So when do you start TRT?
I wish immediately. No, I wish that'd be awesome, but
right now,
I don't think that's in the cards for me at this point. Maybe we'll wait till I'm 40. So I'm 34 right now, and it was an awesome experience, man. It took me back to my youth and training and everything. And obviously doing it with my son was a huge plus, and showing him that, and that was the main reason I wanted to do it. Like, hey, I asked a lot of this kid, and he works really hard. And I kind of wanted to reciprocate that and show him that, hey, man, I'm willing to work hard too, and go out there and put it on the line as well. So that's what we did. I ended up finishing 4th place. I won my first round by points. It was 7-2 against a guy from Michigan, Jackson, Michigan. And then I went into the second round against that same YouTube influencer that I was talking about earlier, Sam Shelby. And I knew what he was going to do. I knew his game plan. And he ended up executing that game plan on me pretty perfectly. I kind of controlled him.
You watched the film ahead of time and he fucked you up with it?
I watched a lot of film. Hey, and this guy does the same thing in every match. He throws his legs in and kind of squeezes you with his legs as he puts a half Nelson, what you call, where you like pull up one arm and push the head down and tilt them to their back. And he did that. And I knew it was coming, and he knew it was coming.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, he got me on that. But Sam Shelby, I'll be back next year. You better be ready.
You heard it here
something
first.
Other than that, something other than that double boost power half.
So is cardio what you would say needs most work when you say you didn't have enough gas, or?
I think actual wrestling would have been the answer, because we only got two practice sessions in with Paul Tippy. Obviously, the iconic photo of him with his eye all moused up. Which, let me tell you something. I didn't punch him or slap him or anything like that. It's all part of the game.
I don't know. He says otherwise, because obviously we know the loose cannon. So he's kind of insinuates that he came out and you kind of owed him one, man, from over the years.
Yeah, owed him one and just swiped him right in the eye and gave him a black and blue.
Oh, backhand.
But now he
Close
knows, man.
fist backhand.
Hey, no, but a bunch of thanks to Paul Tippy, who's been on the show before. Man, he was really instrumental in getting me to where I was, because who knows, if I wouldn't have went out there and rolled it all before, I probably would have gotten beat immediately and went to it out. So
I gotta hand to that dude for a guy that seems to be like pretty broken physically. He can still, move around a little bit. I mean, especially like he'll always run around with because everyone's got kids and stuff now. So we have these big group get-togethers. He's running around with these kids for hours on end. I'm sure he feels it, that night or the next morning. But I don't know. He can somehow duct tape himself together and make it happen.
Yeah, it's all a facade. Paul's a real athlete underneath all that stretcher and damn walker and everything he needs.
He's had a bad shoulder for like 20 years.
The old Kurt out there.
Yeah. If he's listening to this, it was all those years jumping off the chicken coop at the Travers farm. Calloused him.
That's right.
These days.
That's right. I forgot that Dylan knew old Bucky back in the day.
Oh yeah, he was friends with Matt Traver at the time, and they had like these fucking plastic jewels. We would whip them across the hallway at each other, and if you got hit, that was all part of the game. So it was good times.
So is next summer the next endeavor for you personally?
So I haven't looked at the registration or anything, but it's usually the end of July, early August. But yeah, I will be back at that tournament. And
Where's
something funny. It's in Columbus, Ohio, at the Ohio State Fairgrounds. It's a good tournament, and obviously, like I said, the only old-timer tournament that I found within this state, really. I mean, I'm sure there's something out Cleveland area, but that's the one that's available, and we were already going to. So I was like, hey, get that itch to get back in there, and it's hard to get rid of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only reason I ask is I think I might have to witness this myself next year.
Hey, come on down, man.
We might have to just have a whole walkout crew. We'll have some like Todd Stahl, insignia T-shirts.
Win, Todd, win.
Yeah.
Eat, sleep, wrestle, repeat, maybe.
Yep. And then some sort of like Canon logo.
You're never gonna live.
Dude, Loose Cannon is a sick fucking nickname.
Loose Cannon.
A wrestler, pro wrestler or mat wrestler. The Loose Cannon, baby.
Jesus.
And I'll make sure you're announced as such.
See, Bobby thinks that I've always been this snap on a dime, but it's always been premeditated, Bobby. So take that for what it's worth.
We just brought him up. I mean, we could get Paul Tippy on the phone, and I think he would say otherwise.
I don't know, man. It's hard not to believe you're a psycho when you're in that dungeon. You know what I mean?
Oh man, come on.
I mean, not
we
trying
had
to be
fun
a
times
jerk.
down here.
No, he's more relaxed now, but I'm telling you right now, like in the I don't know whatever 2000s Dylan considers it, but like in the actual real mid 2000s, he was a legitimate
shit.
Loose Cannon.
He'll be back there. Wait till he starts that TRT. He's gonna be a fucking animal. I mean, what? He'll be all right.
He was ruthless with the AOL away messages.
I did craft some AOL away messages that would hurt some feelings.
Full of vitriol. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
That was the thing back then, man.
Yeah, but the fuck?
When girls would do the shit when they get broken up with, be like, was it "Don't cry because it happened" or whatever the fuck? Smile. I don't know, some stupid fucking quote. And because it happened. But that's what's up, man. I've seen all that. I didn't know it happened until after the fact, and I seen all the pictures and all that stuff. And
so that was the thing is I kind of kept it under wraps. I didn't want to tell anybody because in case I'd backed out last second or something.
Okay.
That's a strategy.
So I didn't want to. So really, nobody knew except for Paul and my wife, obviously, Caitlin, and Chad. Obviously, we
also didn't want to go there, get your ass beat bad, and then come home. Yeah, well, I mean.
Please don't watch the Sam Shelby clip.
Him bouncing my fucking head off the floor.
So yeah, he puts out like high production YouTube videos covering all the open tournaments that he goes to, and he fares pretty well. But yeah, it's on there and it's nicely edited and everything. He kind of cut out the first period where I controlled his 2-on-1 and moved him around the mat at
it's
will.
his highlights, you know.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
sucks.
Definitely his highlight reel, but yeah, he threw the double boots in and kind of go look at it. Everybody, go look at it. I encourage everybody to go check out his
the video is his pinning my way through the Ohio State Fair Wrestling Tournament.
Oh damn!
Yeah, and just like that, he did. It should say 18-0 too.
You need to take a screenshot of that, print it off, and hang it up down there in the dungeon.
Hey, I'm actually on the thumbnail where he's got the two legs in and like torquing my body completely around.
Man.
Yeah, pretty disrespectful, but
yeah, you need to hang that
again,
up in the mirror, do Rocky IV style while you're training, man, and fucking let's go.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
I'm fingers on the Fritz, but we're on it.
I'm saying we're gonna beat him next year.
Hey, I'm with that.
I don't know, man.
I'm on board.
One of his other videos says he has mad herpes, so.
Yeah, he does say that. That's a pretty common thing, man. There's a couple wrestling influencers who out there who are kind of giving it kind of raw, where they're talking about like skin infections and everything like that. Which is important.
Ringworm was the big one, and maybe some MRSA.
Ringworm is the big one, but the mad herpes or impetigo is common and it's reoccurring. So
cool.
It's a reality. Yeah, super cool. Come on, wrestle
twice. So you know.
Okay.
Hey, Dylan, did you get the picture of my face all swollen up?
I did.
To pull that up for me, please.
Will do.
So this picture was taken the day after the tournament. Yeah, man.
Jesus.
This picture was taken the day after. I ended up having to call off 2 days after work. The 2 days after the tournament from work, and my face was swollen up, and not only my face, but my like whole right side and everything. Basically, anywhere I had contact with anybody or the mat. And I went to urgent care after 2 days because it wasn't getting any better, and they gave me a steroid to bring the swelling down. But they said that it was from physical
Your
stress.
eyes look like how Chad's eyes normally look.
He does look. He looks like your brother.
What? Come on. Anyone can say it. I can say it on here.
But yeah, the doctor says that that was caused by stress. Physical exertion was the diagnosis.
That's a nice way to say you got your shit bounced off the floor.
Yeah, hey man, you got your ass kicked yesterday, and it was a little too much for your old ass to handle.
Isn't that the worst? Like figuring it out, you're like, well, I'm not 25 anymore.
Because obviously, yeah, you don't look too great. How'd you feel? Like, was the whole body like crushed?
I was pretty sore, and I was definitely not prepared for. After that first match, I was I contemplated quitting and leaving, and then I kind of had a moment outside by myself where I was like, man, I got Sam Shelby the next round, and this is what the whole goal of why we came here.
Yeah, what that video would be. Fucking thumbnail. My opponent pushed out. Check this out.
Yeah, he would have put that.
He pushed out.
Yeah. Damn, man. Well, good on you, man. Because I couldn't do that, and I would leave after that first match probably. Right, well,
I was definitely exhausted.
This didn't.
But the ultimate goal was to go there and show some perseverance and some willingness and goals. You know what I mean, for my kids, because I coach a team. Obviously, I'm out at Otsego now, and those kids, I try to show them the way by my actions. You know what I mean, and I think that this is a glaring reflection of that. You know what I mean?
Remember, I want to ask you a couple questions about that off air. So remind me after we finish up.
Yeah.
But that's good, man. So was your kid there? He could see you?
Yeah, he went there. He wrestled. We took another kid from Otsego as well. I think the other kid placed second. My kid ended up having a really tough bracket and ended up getting
what was that?
trounced after two. I don't know. There was a little hair floating in front of my face. Leave me alone, Joe.
Would he wrestle Sam Shelby Jr.?
I wish. You probably would have beat him.
The Shelby's in the stalls. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you're into it. I'm glad you're in the coaching and stuff. And
It is pretty cool, man.
To know that because we had your brother on, and it was excited to talk to him about that stuff. And I'm very impressed with your brother too, because I'm not gonna lie, and I hope he doesn't take offense to this, but your brother for the longest time was somebody that would talk the fucking talk, would not walk the walk at all. And right now he's running. You know what I mean? And he's doing.
I thought
a lot.
he's supposed to be he's supposed to do an open mic one time.
He was supposed to be. That was during the era where he would talk the talk and didn't walk the walk. There was a whole status about if he got 50 or 100 likes or some shit, he was supposed to do that, and it happened, and he didn't do it. So that's what I'm talking about. Now, like, the game's changed, man. He's doing a million things now, which is great. And
he also promised that I would do the goldfish trick again, like I was 12 years old, if his status got 50 likes that one time. And it ended up getting like 100 likes, and I'm not doing a goldfish trick.
Well, he volunteered you for it?
Yeah, he did do that.
What?
He did volunteer me for some stuff like that.
What is that?
The goldfish trick, Jackass back in the early days. You eat the goldfish.
Oh, okay.
So funny story. We performed the goldfish trick. Me and Tyler Tadson back in like probably 6th or 7th grade. We're 12 or 13 years old. Jackass was fresh and new, and we loved it. And I ended up dropping a goldfish from Anderson's in a raw egg that I cracked in a glass and drank it and tried to throw it up like Steve-O did, and it didn't come up. Tyler ended up dropping his in a can of or a cup of Coca-Cola, and he successfully regurgitated his.
Jesus Christ.
Cola. I wasn't alive after that. No way.
No, he was fine.
Really?
We still got him in the aquarium out back.
Fish was too.
No, it was an Anderson's goldfish, so it didn't last very long, regardless of the regurgitation or Coca-Cola exposure.
The Andersons.
Shout out, man. Great. It was great.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Just to work there.
Phenomenal bakery.
What did you do there, Bob or Joe?
I worked in the warehouse, so I would just stack concrete bags all the time. Yeah, I got real strong real quick from that bullshit. I was like, I loved it. You know what I mean?
Hey, Joe, do you remember when we met each other at Apex Metal Fabrication?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I know you. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
I
was more polite about it. I'm like, all right. No, it was cool though. Yeah, it ended up being cooler than I was expecting. I thought you were like gonna try to murder me. Fuck, it was like 2018.
Man. Yeah, that was a while ago.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been that place in a long ass time. I don't even know if that's even existing.
Apex?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we exist. We're doing big number. I still work there.
Yeah, there it is. The Meyer videos, do that kind of put you on the map?
Which ones? Stupid ass ones. Like,
yeah, they're all dumb, but
it's true. It's true. Joe, I think I've met you one time, and that was at Paul Tippy's Halloween party in like 2016, where you were dressed up as the NWO with Bobby and Foley.
I drank
that was the only time I remember
that day, man. So
you had to carry Foley around at one point.
Fuck yeah, dude! I threw up in some guy's loft apartment, and then we left, and then I had to carry Foley around, literally carry him.
We all got pretty turned up that night.
You have to leave. He's like points to the guy sleeping. I'm like, the fuck do I gotta leave? Because he's asleep at the bar.
Oh, we were wearing the same clothes.
I put it together, but at the time I was fucking matching outfits. Get your friend. I don't know that motherfucker. He was sleeping at the bar, dude. Like he died.
Me either.
Yeah, I don't know that
motherfucker.
But yeah, back to your brother. One thing that he brought up when he was on was Renegade Wrestling, which was something that you guys put together, which I believe, if I'm getting it right, you guys would be the ones that would set up tournaments and kind of make sure everything's in order so people know. Because it sounds like because he does the Maverick, and it sounds like, I mean, there's quite a few steps in there. It's not just let all these kids come and wrestle. You got to find your referees and make sure everything's on the up and up. So sounds. And then am I getting that right? That's kind of what you guys are trying to do here?
That's right. Renegade Wrestling Tournaments is the company. We're working on the LLC right now and kind of getting things in motion to make this a legit operation. We're interested in assisting tournament operations, and as well as the overall planning of a tournament, as well as advertisements. And obviously, Chad's really good with Facebook, and he calls it guerrilla advertising, where he's relentless with it, and he just keeps posting and posting and posting. And obviously, we're coming up with cool content. The flyers have always been really good. His hype videos are really, really good. And that's the whole company. We're doing our own separate thing from like Scholastic. Obviously, Chad's involved over at Lake, and I'm involved over at Otsego. But we're coming together, and we're kind of working on non-Scholastic tournaments, themed tournaments that are kind of like aimed at getting more excitement behind the sport. A lot of times, and I know Chad talked about this a little bit on his episode, was that wrestling's kind of got the name of like just being a grind it out, and it's kind of boring, and hey, you're either a hammer or you're not, you know what I mean, type of thing. And we kind of want to bring a more positive experience, fun experience for these kids and the parents and coaches as well. So we've been working together on that, which has really been a dream come true. Me and Chad work really well together, and we have a similar mindset, and we're kind of working together at a common goal here. If you guys want to pull up the flyer for the announcement now.
This one for the gauntlet or invitational?
This is the gauntlet. Wait till that comes up. All right. So RWT Renegade Wrestling Tournaments Retro Rumble Series, March 9, 2024. We're going to be running the Glowing Gauntlet, which is a blacklight wrestling tournament. And that's going to be held at Skyway Rec Center in Oregon, Ohio. That is formerly Fun Spot right off 280. Cool, really cool venue. We really dig it. And it already comes prefabbed with all of the glow blacklight.
Nice
setup.
Clean your singlets.
We're working on that. So we're working with different suppliers to come in and bring in some gear. But one of the things that we're kind of workshopping right now is with every registration, you'll get a little goodie baggie with like different tapes and like different glow things that will kind of make your outfit pop and customize it. You know what I mean? We want you guys to have a great experience here, and it's all about having fun. And to my knowledge, this is the first and only blacklight wrestling tournament in the area.
I've never even heard of it.
So out in Colorado, there is a company who is running blacklight wrestling tournaments. That's called Cosmic Clash, and they do a really good job. It's obviously a little bit upscale, more upscale than we're doing right now. But we're along the same lines. Like I said, Skyway has all of the blacklight set up. They're already running volleyball and basketball tournaments out of there with the blacklight setup. So it's really a perfect fit. We saw those videos from out in Colorado, the company that I was talking about, Cosmic Clash is what it's called. And it looks super cool. And I saw the videos making their rounds around the area, and everybody was, oh, I wish we had something like that around here. So we're kind of, hey, we can do that here, and it's going to be a good time. So if you're available, we know that is also the date of the OHSAA, Ohio High School Wrestling Tournament. And we kind of did that on purpose because no other biddy, which is elementary school clubs, are having their tournaments that weekend. And those tournaments are often like the big fundraiser for these local clubs, and we don't want to infringe on that. So this is on a Saturday, March 9th, like I said. It shouldn't interfere with anybody's things unless they're planning on going to the OHSAA wrestling tournament. We hope to see everybody there. I mean, it's going to be a great time.
It sounds awesome, man. This sounds really cool. I think the kids are going to love it. And I like that you guys are doing themed tournaments and stuff rather than just the regular, weigh in, wrestle, and then that's it. This seems like this would be a pretty cool way to do things. Now, will there be different themed like trophies or medals along the way too, or?
So what we're workshopping right now, I know I keep using that word. I wish I wouldn't. But what we're working on right now with the glowing gauntlet is maybe some like epoxy UV reactive night shields or swords or something like that. Just we're gonna have really good awards for the thing. And obviously with the Maverick, Chad's got the fighter jets and everything, so we will spare no expense to make this a legit attraction. You know what I mean? We want to get as many kids there as possible. I don't think we really have a capacity as of right now. If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 500 wrestlers. Get in there. We're planning on running on trackwrestling.com. That is not live yet, but it will be. And we've already have the date here at the Skyway Rec Center. And it's going to be going down March 9th.
You and Chad should dress up as gladiators. Go with the theme, man. You know, if you guys are going to be the theme guys, I think you got to go all in.
We've already hired Paul Tippy for that, so.
Hey, I'm with that.
Hell yeah, dude.
This is cool, man.
Yeah. Like, how do you make an awesome event even better? Put it under a black light.
That's right. It should be really cool, man. These videos from out west with those tournaments look really cool, and it seems like they drive a lot of kids into the competition. Mm-hmm. And then with the whole theme thing, that's obviously something we're really big on. Chad does the Maverick over at Lake, and that's obviously all like military fighter jet themed, and he does a really good job of carrying that through. I mean, the fighter jet medals, James Leatherman on the electric guitar, like, it's really a good thing we're doing. And most of these tournaments that you see every weekend are kind of the same. You'll see the same kids and everything. And one thing that we do is we promote outside of our area. We really look to bring in teams that we don't normally see. So it's not the same experience that you saw last week at so-and-so school 20 minutes away, you know?
Mm. I got a question. So what made you guys want to get into this and start your own company? Because both of you guys have quite a bit on your plate as is with kids being in their own sports, multiple kids in multiple sports, full-time jobs, and then you're going to add this on top of it. What made you guys want to get into this?
So Chad was actually kind of spearheaded the idea. He had a lot of success last year with the Maverick at Lake, and he relies on me. Well, he doesn't rely on me, but he asks me questions all the time, right? And I give my advice. Hey, I would do this. You know what I mean? Like, he talked about opening up the matrix for the entries for the last one, and that really drove up his registration, because again, we had teams coming from outside of the area, and it wasn't your normal tournament. But what made us get together is we both love wrestling. We both have kids in the sport, and we already do so much working together and collaborating in ideas and bouncing ideas off of each other. And he had the success with his tournament last year, and we wanted to go and branch out on our own without a school involved and kind of do our own thing. And this is what we came up with for our debut event, is the glowing gauntlet blacklight tournament.
That sounds sweet. The blacklight shit sounds wild. But are you worried about injuries in the dark?
So I'm not really too worried about it. It is pretty well lit for being blacklights. There is a lot of blacklights in that place, and I'm not really concerned with the injuries. Like I said, we're gonna customize. Everything's gonna be very visible with high vis stuff. There's pretty much guarantee that
on the other end, it's already pretty physical. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of know what you're getting into.
The picture he just posted, and he wrestled in full light, so that's just part of the game. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
So.
Now imagine that.
That's no shot. That was what we just looked at. That's fact.
Yeah. I mean, those were
If it was
rough.
a pitch black tournament, then yeah, I mean, then we got to probably pump the brakes here, and I'd probably
I just
tell you,
meant
Chad,
I didn't mean
it's a
to, I
terrible
didn't mean
idea,
to throw
but
you
just-
under there like that, man. Jesus.
So everybody's safety is at the forefront, and we're ahead of it, and everything will be well lit and safe for the youth to compete there.
Well, yeah, you and your brother have been teasing this announcement for a while, and it's definitely lived up to the hype. Chad made another phenomenal flyer here. I really like the way everything's looking, shaping up. I love the idea of the theme. The venue, I can attest, is really cool. So I think this will be one that will probably do some numbers and help you guys get off the ground, man.
We're hoping so, and there's more. We left it kind of open-ended at the top. We've got the Retro Rumble series. We're planning on running multiple events, blacklight or not. We kind of want to get a series of events going and maybe some grand prizes at the end for points or something.
How about an in your house tournament?
Hey, so cool story. I actually have
see the basement.
I have a professional wrestler from the Toledo area, actually more specifically from Otsego. He's coming in to do a seminar with our Otsego youth
Chad
wrestling.
told me, man. I watched Madman Fulton, right? I've seen him.
Madman Fulton. Yeah, he's coming in. He's an Otsego grad. He's a 2-time state placer and then a 2-time Division II NCAA All-American. He's coming in to talk to the kids about goals and how he made things happen. And I think that's really going to hit with those kids, and it's going to be
that dude
really
is an
thing.
absolute specimen. I don't know how he's not making some more noise out there, because every time I've seen him at like some of these local shows, like up in Monroe and Toledo, he's been dope, man. He's gigantic human being.
He is a big dude, and I remember trying to block that dude when I played tight end in 8th grade. And to bring up Tyler Tedson again, he was playing quarterback, and he absolutely got blindsided by that guy.
I imagine so.
Yeah, he remembers that.
He still walks funny to this day.
Probably, yeah. If you've seen this dude, he's got to be what, 6'7", probably.
Jesus Christ.
I think he's billed. I think he's billed at 6'8". He's a big deal, man. He's going to bring a bigger than life presence into our wrestling room, man.
Jesus.
There's a duck when he's in there the whole fucking time.
Yeah, he's been on quite a few shows with Sam Beal. I've seen him a bunch of times, probably 3 or 4 times, and yeah, he's pretty fun to watch. But I know we got some other stuff that you sent over to Dylan. I don't know what else you wanted us to show next. I don't know if you get more graphics or flyers.
We had the flyer.
Yeah.
The Maverick, yes.
Okay.
This is another tournament that's going to be run by our brand, RWT, Renegade Wrestling Tournaments. That's me and Chad. We're coming in basically the same layout as last year. We're going to have BCSN cover the finals. It should be smooth running. We have a cap of 500 wrestlers. It was a pretty big deal last year, especially for it being the debut event. It was very successful, and we're hoping to really drive it up even more this year. Lots of teams coming from outside of the area. Good competition. I wouldn't be anywhere else on January 14th.
Yeah, I mean, me and Dylan talked about maybe we'll join forces and do some sort of live podcast there. Who knows? We got to figure out.
I heard that.
The P's and Q's there. I tried to get Dylan on board to sing the national anthem, but Chad politely, declined because he's got James doing his thing. But hopefully one of these years or one of these events outside of this, we get, because Dylan's got some pipes. I think some people know.
I know. I heard. I heard it.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be singing the national anthem at the Turkey Fry next week. So those of you that get to come to that, you'll get to see. Unleashed.
God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, even though I did get declined from that, I did volunteer to be, what's his name? Is it Bruce Buffer? I can fill in that role. I got a good announcer voice.
Me and Chad actually talked about this, Dylan, and We were at a tournament a couple weeks ago where there was a guy who was just announcing the matches that were coming up currently on so and so mat. And we actually thought about you if you wanted to make the trek up. I'm sure we would have you MC the event, and you can just travel from mat to mat and announce we've got blah 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 and blah blah blah. John Smith versus Justin whoever on mat 3.
Yes, as long as the names are easily readable. I would hate. I mean, my name all my
let's
life.
be honest.
Yeah, look at yours, dude.
Yeah,
He's gonna Dylanism the shit out of it.
enchilada.
Hey, if I'm gonna fuck it up, I'm gonna do it full force, and I'm gonna do it with full 100%, 110% hard.
I don't want you to take this wrong. You would 100% fuck it up. But how? Is what I would.
I think so too. But with Dylan, that's the meat and potatoes with Dylan is we listen because we like to catch Dylan fucking up on some stuff, you know.
It's my favorite part of this whole shit.
Yeah.
Is listening to fucking upper enchilada today. What the fuck?
That's right. That's right.
It's like it's my old version of the Trailer Park Boys. It's my fucking little Ricky over there.
Well, you know.
Water under the fridge, you know.
I think I also think you would be great for the job there. So hopefully, you know, you can make it happen, man.
Hey, we're into doing out of the ordinary wrestling tournaments, right? So bring it on.
100%.
All right, fingers crossed on that. How can people get a hold of you guys, or you know, to I guess either get into business or get with you guys about trying to run a tournament for them or any of the sort?
So obviously Chad is kind of leading the charge in this thing. There's our logo, Renegade Wrestling Tournaments. Chad, my brother Chad Stahl, is kind of leading the charge in this thing, and any questions can be directed towards him or me, and I'll direct them probably to him. But if you have any questions, get a hold of Chad Stahl on Facebook or Todd Stahl on Facebook. We don't yet have a website or a Facebook page. We're working on it currently, and we want to do business with people. Anybody who's like wanting to drive up their bottom line and get more people interested in their event, we're willing to work with them.
I can dig it, man. And how can we get in touch with you guys about some TSP advertising?
Well, you already know that's coming along the line here.
Okay.
Especially with Chad at the forefront. He's going to push this episode to the front.
Well, I'm just talking about at the tournaments, man. You know, have our logos and stuff on the walls or on the mats. You know what I mean?
We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah. How
TSP
can we
championship?
become the official podcast of Renegade Wrestling Tournaments?
All right. So it's going to
unofficially we are.
I think unofficially you guys are. I mean, you've had both of us on to talk about this, and obviously we're very thankful for you guys here at Talking Shop who for giving us this platform because a lot of people don't have this, and a lot of people honestly probably don't care to have this avenue. They want to have the typical wrestling tournament every weekend, but we're looking at out of the ordinary, right? Very thankful for you guys for giving us this avenue to get more listeners and more people in our events. It'll cost about $5,000 for the sponsorship.
Oh shit! Okay.
I mean, that's Dylan just hit a parlay for us one time, and we're all set.
Hey,
let's go.
That's all we gotta do. I mean,
yeah, you know what I mean.
5 stacks.
38 legs, no big deal.
That ain't shit.
Jesus.
But yeah, I'm glad we were able to bring that up. Like I said, not only have you guys been teasing it, we've been talking about it the last couple of weeks because none of us here knew what was going on, and it's exciting, man. And we definitely fully support everything you guys got going on, and hope the success comes in droves. So. And yeah, hopefully we can keep working together, man. TSP X RWT, right?
Yeah, I agree, man. Thank you so much again for the platform to kind of put the word out and drive interest towards us and towards you. We're going to do our best to promote the podcast, obviously.
And I would say both of these entities are subsidiaries of 3 Deep, right? So I mean, you know what it is. These guys don't, but we do. You know,
I've heard this reference before. I get it.
We sleep,
talking about
baby.
Knuckles.
We sleep, baby.
What?
Huh? It's just some stuff, man.
You wouldn't get it, Dylan.
Camaraderie, yeah.
What was that?
You were.
What the hell does that mean?
You might have been in diapers still during those days. Shit. But let's move on to another big announcement, guys. And that's on my end here for the show. And you guys know I started in 2020, the Kyle of the Year competition. There's just another thing that I brainstormed because I think for some reason it was like 2019 or 2020, like
10
you
Kyles.
see like Kyle memes, and they always drink Monsters and stupid shit like that. And I noticed that like
ride
I know a lot of
125 dirt
Kyles.
bikes, shit.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So I noticed I know a lot of Kyles, and I just started to kind of see how they would maneuver around day-to-day life, whether or not they would appease me, piss me off, and
punch
I would
drywall.
move them around. I would do these power rankings, and that's just carried over year from year. And this year was the most competitive. I actually changed some things up this year. This week, I texted each one of these guys individually and said, why should you win the Kyle of the Year in 2023? And 3 of them sent me text messages with some phenomenal answers. 1 of them sent me an actual resume, which was awesome. And 1 sent me a video that Dylan's about to boot up. And that pushed him
I'm
over
excited.
the top.
I didn't get to see this shit.
Is what has got him to the top of the mountain this year. And so I'd like to announce that for this year, the 2023 Kyle of the Year is Kyle Skadlin. Dylan, roll the tape, please.
I want to get it booted up here.
Okay. Well, I don't know where Dylan went, but he's going to get some stuff rolling. Yeah, Kyle sent me a video. It's about, a minute, maybe a minute and a half, listing off different reasons why he should win. And they were great reasons. And it was a great video. So I'm excited for you guys to watch. And I think most of you guys will agree that he was deserving to win this award. Okay.
All right.
Way to go.
There we go.
Please check it out. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Just proves it. It's just...
He's got strength. He's loyal, as you see. He posted a lot of sushi, so I'm wondering if that was like a thing, but it worked. I thought you'd like that. Uh-oh. But as you can see so far, I mean,
I love all the
legitimate
captions.
reasons.
Yeah, I think that's it.
No, there's a little bit more left on there. There was something, I don't know, he shouted us out or something, but if it's gonna just keep doing that, then we don't gotta worry about it. But
Error.
Ooh.
What are you
maybe
playing
I
this on?
disqualify him now, but I don't know if that's his fault or Dylan's fault.
Dylan's fault for sure. I love Kyle Skadlin.
I'll take the blame.
Great dude. But yeah, he basically just shouted us out, and there was a little last caption that said that this video was paid for by the Kyle Skadlin should win the Kyle of the Year award party or something. So
I agree.
But as you can see, man, phenomenal video, and I thought he deserved to win. So the other guys did a great job. It was a very close battle, but Kyle Skadlin takes the cake. So Dylan, we're gonna try to give him a call. He said that he may be on a date. I did tell him that getting a call and being crowned Kyle of the Year could be very impressive to his date and help further along whatever it is they're trying to get going there.
I did fire off a text and have not got a response yet. So
I wonder if he's getting sushi right now.
Cold call.
That's cold call. He already knows what's going on. So I told him if a random 419 number pops up, that's for the show. If he doesn't answer, it is what it is.
I'd hate that.
I'll text him myself later, but hopefully
same.
We can get
cold calling. Cold calling.
He said he could be in a movie. I think he's going to see the.
Hello,
Kyle.
Yo, Bobby.
It's Bob Hall. Bob Hall Jr. We're on TSP Live right now. You know why we're calling, my man.
I've been training all year, man. I've been waiting for this call.
You're the Kyle of the Year, man. Congratulations. We just watched your video.
You did it, man.
We put you over the top, man. You put it over the top. Very close.
You know what?
Competition
That's my first time ever editing a video. It's a minute and 30 seconds long. It took me about an hour and 40 minutes to put that together.
Hell yeah.
That's why there's like some music in the background playing still from some. I didn't know fucking clue how to get rid of those.
It was
like background noises or anything. I was like, dude, I'm just slapping this together. That's I paid for an app, 49 cents.
Hey, look, I mean, there it is, dude. I mean, you put in the work. I mean, you put in the dough. And look what you got, man. You got the crown, man. I mean,
all the captions were killing me, dude.
You were at the top of one or two of the power rankings in like the second or third quarter, and I knew you could do it, man, and you did.
I think it was third quarter. And that's when I really kicked it into overdrive.
100%. I mean, you did it, man. None of these other Kyles quite did what you did, and that's why they can't.
Did you like that espresso martini? There's this bar over near me, and that you can put images on the espresso martinis.
That was my favorite.
That was his background of a lot of our podcast, so he was very very happy to see that. So
did the other Kyles, was there some good arguments, or was I
yeah, well, I told them, I mean, you were the one that made a video, which that might have to be a thing going forward for next year. I thought it was a good idea. I was laying there, smoked a joint. I was like, all right. yeah. We had one. He sent me a resume, which was really good. And that kind of put him at the forefront. But doing a whole video, editing the way you did, the other three just kind of sent back messages, and they had good, legitimate reasons. But I mean, you put in the extra.
At the end of the day, you have to get some style points in there.
Yeah. So here, but you made it to the top. But the hard work now begins because you got to defend it next year.
Is to defend the title, which is going to be hard. Is there going to be a trophy in the upcoming years? Or?
I mean, we might have to do something like that. But I don't want to take too much of your time. I know
I'll wear the strap proudly. The TSP.
I know you have some. Yes, sir.
Belt.
Yeah, Kyle of the Year. We'll get something going. I don't want to take a whole bunch of your time.
Captions and all that stuff on there, huh? Make you laugh.
100%.
That was my favorite, dude.
You know, I first made it and I didn't put really anything in there. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I'm just like, hi. I'm just making like a video to send some dudes. I was like, I need to make it fun. So I was like, you gotta do something here. You guys, I appreciate it. Shout out to you guys too. You guys have some great clips on there.
I want to know. I was told you were on a date.
I'm on it right now. Say hi.
Hi.
What's her thoughts?
Sushi?
I mean, is she impressed? I mean, is this?
No, we went and got some nachos actually.
Oh, fuck, man! I would have bet you were getting sushi.
Yeah, you could have bet with all the pictures.
Yeah,
of sushi.
pictures of sushi.
If you look at my Instagram, Bobby actually posted the nachos on there. So,
I will be looking.
Yeah,
what are her thoughts on this?
She's with Kyle of the Year.
With Kyle of the Year?
Unbelievable.
The best
There it
thing that ever
is,
happened to
dude.
me.
Oh
Yes.
my god, dude. Hey, I'm happy to hear it.
Tell 'em more
I
about
don't
how
want
much
to. I
you
don't want to
enjoy
hold
being
you
here.
up. Can you give us a few words, man, about your championship title reign here?
You know, first and foremost, I want to thank God for putting me in this position. Without Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, to be here, you know, you know, it's an honor, and it's going to be something that, you know, on those resumes, what's something special about you? I think this is one I'm going to be able to put down going forward.
Shout
I
out
love
to your
that.
parents for naming you Kyle, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right, guys. A lot of
Oh,
drywall and a lot of monsters were drank this year to achieve
Fuck
this,
yeah,
so.
drywall
Yeah, let's
break it.
go. We were just talking about that.
So
he's having some network issues right now, which sucks because I know he was looking forward to saying something. Because our guest this week is Todd Stahl, and when he found out that you were the Kyle of the Year, he was very excited. But unfortunately,
Todd
he
I
seems
love
to
him.
have.
Miss
I
him.
will because he ran into some
all right,
network.
man. Well, I
issues
appreciate it
there.
very much, you guys. When is this going to be out?
Monday.
Yep,
So
Monday.
and we'll definitely post the
Perfect,
clip
guys.
too, so everyone can see what's going on. And but yeah, you and your date enjoy the night, man. Have some fun. Enjoy the celebration, man. And congratulations again.
I will. I'm about to pop a bottle right now.
Let's
Hell
go,
yeah.
man.
Shit.
Kyle, you're the man. Congratulations.
You guys have a good night.
You too.
Look at that. There
He's
he is.
definitely
Kyle
getting
Scanlon,
pussy now.
2023. I mean, she said it's the
Best
best thing
thing
that's
to
ever
happen.
happened
Best
her.
thing to happen
to
in
her.
her life.
Not him. To her. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just Kyle adjacent, you know?
Yeah, man. That was awesome. I mean, you guys see right there. That's great video. I mean, and it was pretty simple. Like he said, you know, it wasn't anything extravagant, but the extra effort on top of the rest of a banner year got him the title, man. And I know the rest of these guys are gonna be very disappointed, but that just means they got to come with it next year, and we'll see what happens, man. But I won't list off the final rankings. Maybe I will when this comes out. But for now, we'll hold off on that. But congratulations again to Kyle Scanlon. Todd, I think I know you're having some network issues. Kyle
blame that cat.
sends his love. He said he loves you. I know it sucks
Damn
that
it.
everything happened. Yeah, while he was on, because I know it's probably been a while since you guys got to talk, and definitely got some history amongst each other. But yeah, he did send his love. So
I love you too, Kyle. Thank you.
yeah, he'll be hearing this. So, and then I don't know if you caught it, but his date said him winning the Kyle of the Year is the best thing that's ever happened in her life. So
Whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
I told him, man, I knew she'd be impressed. I mean, this is a prestigious award. We're in our third year, but like I said, now the true work begins because you won it. Let's see if he can defend it. So it's going to be a wild year in the 2024.
Yeah, a great date just got better, thanks to the Kyle.
Easy.
Year.
They're going to celebrate. So he's going to pop some bottles.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think they're going to go see that new Godzilla movie. Heard that's pretty fire. So that'll be a great night.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So I wish I did have a trophy to send him because I'm going to have to look into that. And I need to try to get some more. Do you guys know some Kyles?
A few.
All right, I'm gonna have to because right now it's just a five-man competition. So
I could get some Kyle.
Like we said, entries are going to have to be a thing going forward for sure. That has set the
Did you guys-
standard.
Did you guys list all of the Kyles in order?
I didn't. I was gonna list it off on Monday when the episode drops because I do have like the final rankings. But yeah, man, it was a very close race. So even though the rankings are how they are, really it was like pretty close. But yeah, I mean the video, that's what set him apart. Simple as that. You put in the extra. I mean, he paid 49 cents for an editing app.
That boy, Kyle. Thank you.
Now he's a champion. So we'll move it along though, because now we have some more nominations to list off. We do them every year towards the end of the year. We skipped last year, obviously, for we weren't on the air, so we're back at it for 23. We'll start off with the fucko of the year.
Hold on.
I'll give. Oh, sorry.
I got this intro for the awards.
Okay, let's go.
God damn it.
Dylan, great. I mean, great
Good
work.
job, Dylan.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I should
What I
have
do
had you
best.
put something together
I
for the
love
finale of the year.
he's like over the top cornball with it. I fucking love it.
That's
It's
great. I
always
love
like
that.
ridiculous.
That was tremendous, man.
Like, what the fuck?
fully love
What did I
that.
just watch?
We're
ready for the
TSP
Awards,
Awards, baby.
Yeah, I understand. I was there, read it. What the fuck?
But
All right,
yeah,
lead us
we'll
off.
start out with the fucko of the year. I'll give mine, and then I guess we'll just go Dylan, Joe, Todd. So we'll start with me this year. The fucko of the year, and it seems like they've gotten wind that they were my fucko of the year because they've changed their game going into 2024. But my fucko of the year for 2023 is Taco Bell, and here's why.
Ooh.
Growing up and through most of my adult life, Taco Bell was always that place you could go if you had a 5-spot burning in your pocket, and that's all you had because it was, a couple days before payday, and you were trying to get, something at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you didn't have a whole lot of money. You could go to Taco Bell and get a $5 box, or you could attack the value menu, which was a lot more in depth during those days. But fast forward to now. Everybody's jacked their prices up, but more so Taco Bell, at least in my eyes. You got your quesadillas that are $6 a pop. You got your fucking the double deckers and shit that are like $3 or $4 a pop now. Cheesy gordita crunches are like $5. Everything is all the premium items that were $2, $3 at one point are double and triple the price now, and there isn't really any more type of value menu. Even like a potato soft taco is well over $2 now. But I will say, and they're too late because this is for 2023, but I did see on that Marky Devo page that we've been talking about that the snack god got us hip to. Taco Bell is coming out with like a brand new value menu that's going to have a shit ton of items, $3 or less. And, we'll see what happens with that. But I just say that, they could have been more vigilant in our time of need, I think, especially when 99% of their items are just meaty, cheesy, fucking melty type shit.
Same shit, different bread.
And we're not even still 100% sure that it's ground beef anyway, so it's not like they need to be jacking up the prices because they're buying actual ground beef. So Taco Bell, get your shit together, and maybe you are in 2024 from what it sounds like. We'll see. But for this year, you are my fucko of the year. Dylan, what do you got?
I think this one pretty much goes without being explained too much. But my fucko of the year for 2023 is Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, worldwide, probably fucko. Quite possibly, maybe looking back a few years from now, started World War III, invaded Ukraine, power-hungry animal. Just kind of created some chaos and some, terror around the world. So we'll see where it leads in the future. But, just coming from the standpoint of my significant other being in the military active duty, I know that it kind of created some chaos amongst that kind of, workforce. So they have their eyes on it. It's different from going into work with there's no chaos going across seas, and obviously America being in the business of getting in other people's wars. He started one that we're funding. We're paying the price on that probably in the future, and yada yada yada. So the domino effect of Vladimir Putin's decisions. Fucko of the year for 2023.
Joe?
Mine's a little weirder, a little more specific. There's this chick on TikTok named Ashley Gillard. She's a psychic, right? She does tarot card readings. But I don't know. It was last year. It was about a year ago. Remember those 4 kids got killed at University of Idaho? I don't even remember that. It was kind of a big deal. They got murdered by some fucking weirdo. This psychic chick, still to this day, is trying to say that totally innocent person, one of their professors, did it, and like to the point where she's getting a defamation case against her, all this other shit. But like just yesterday, she put a fucking video about it, just driving this lady crazy, telling everybody. I don't know. I think she's got like 200,000 followers. That the wrong person killed her off of psychic abilities. Bullshit. It's ruining this lady's life, fucking her day up. Real bitch, if you ask me.
That's nuts, man.
I don't know. I just
She goes
feel a lot
down.
about it. You know how you get in the fucking YouTube wormhole about it?
Yeah.
But fuck her. I hope her house burns down. She's a bitch or whatever.
Hey, fair enough. What do you got, Todd?
All right, so obviously I've got Jada Pinkett down as my fucko of the year. Obviously what she's doing to our man Will Smith is completely unjustified and really taking him out of his character of being our childhood role model, really. I mean,
Yep.
Will Smith, we all aspire to be like him. He's very positive or whatever. And then he's got this wife who's just nagging in the corner like, oh, yeah, we're not together. I fuck other dudes type thing. Like
Me and Tupac were dating.
That's right. The whole
Soulmates.
Tupac thing, man. Soulmates from the grave. Yeah, it's fucko of the year for sure. Emasculating my man Will Smith like that. I can't have it. Jada
I always
Pinkett.
wanted to be like Uncle Phil. That's how you said Will. You always wanted to be Fresh Prince. I wanted to be Uncle Phil. He's the fucking
That's
man.
fair. I mean, he's the head of
He was the
head
man.
of the fucking house, man.
Sturdy.
Head honcho.
Fuck yeah. Good beard. Great
Cuck
at
of the
pool.
year is going to be easy because we have the same one all across the board. So I'll just speak for all of us. Cuck of the year. I mean, it's simple. It's Adam 22. I mean, usually we're not as literal with this one. I mean, we've had all kinds of different people, but in the most literal sense this year, Adam 22 is the absolute cuck of the year. I mean, everyone knows the story with his wife. I mean, he let her film a video with another man, and then fast forward 3 or 4 months later, they did a reality show so they could have a threesome with another dude, and it's just pretty wild stuff. I mean, I don't know. That ain't my cup of tea, and he's I don't know. He must really appreciate the dollar bill, because I don't really know what else he could really lean on to get through those situations. But one of a kind guy. No one else is on the same level as him this year. So cuck of the year, all across the board, easy. Adam 22.
Literally.
Yeah. Literally. Jesus.
Rookie of the year for me. I'm going food based on this one. I had recently got hip to these a couple months ago. Shout out again to our guy Remy the Snack God. Cheetos pretzels. He really talked them up in a few of his videos. Went and tried them. They're absolutely dynamite. They're like $6 a bag, so I really don't get them as much as I would like, unless they're like on sale. But when I do, they are a tremendous snack, and I'm glad that they were created, and I hope that they're a mainstay in the snack aisle going forward. D'Lo, I know you were struggling with this one. Did you come to a decision?
Just about 5 seconds ago.
Hell yeah.
Adam 22?
It's in 2023. It was in 2023. And my rookie of the year for me, and I'll give a little bit of a very brief backstory on this one. Back when the JU Ice days of my era of D'Lo's, hitting the gym hard, 7 days a week. I had an inspiration on YouTube, Colin Von Moger. He was from Australia. He always created content that was relatable, easy to follow, and got a lot of workout tips from him. It kind of kept me grinding. And he went through personal things, kind of stopped making content. And then I dropped off as well, becoming a father, moving across the country, and, all that responsibility. And then just recently, kind of like getting that motivation back to want to hit the gym and try to find some sort of common ground of consistencies and whatnot. Even with a hectic work schedule, it's hard to do that. But with the motivation from a social media uprising star on TikTok, my rookie of the year is going to be Sam Solik.
Hell yeah.
And he is blown up on TikTok and YouTube, and the way he creates content is way more different than any other like gym bro guy out there. He makes it so relatable, like he's talking to you through the like your phone, whatever you're watching on.
I feel like I'm there.
Right, yeah, and he's just
Like-
so relatable, dude. He's just like a guy's guy, you know. Just kind of like talks to you, not like
it feels like he's your buddy. Like you've just known him.
right.
Hey,
Right,
it's like
yeah.
our 17th year of lifting together, you know?
Yeah, he's not like
I love
throwing
it.
shit on you like a science. He's not giving you science or anything like that. He's like calories are calories, you know, just like eat like bulk and all that kind of shit. I mean, obviously he is not natural, and I mean, a lot
What
of
gave
people
it away?
right. Like a lot of other people are saying like, oh, he's misleading people and all that kind of stuff, and it could be a dangerous lifestyle. Don't follow him. But I mean, got to have some wits about you. Yeah, you just got to have some wits about you, and you know, it's more of like just a motivational thing, getting you on more of a healthier lifestyle of getting into the gym and then showing you different things you can and cannot do. Especially like he works out at Planet Fitness sometimes too, and that's where the gym I go to. It's nearby, affordable, and he shows you like some different things you can kind of like tweak on the like cables and stuff to hit different muscle groups, and that's my rookie of the year, Sam Solik.
Joe the G.
I'm gonna call myself rookie of the year for cooking. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
At one point, the original Grillers and Thrillers on Facebook,
Talk about it.
I was a fucking honorable mention, right?
Hey, deservedly
Honorable
so at
mention.
the time.
Shit. Now, I'm a upper enchilada, as I'd call it.
Hey.
Great reference.
Fitting,
Yeah,
though,
man.
when
I
talking
don't know,
about food,
man.
man.
I
That
found
one
a
time.
passion for cooking. And you know, I make dinner. I make some dinners. But you know, I just taught myself a lot of shit, you know. Feel pretty good about coming from air fryer microwave world to smoking meats, not just with like pellets or electric, you know, like doing side box shit, learn how to brine like properly, you know, different rubs. You know what I mean? I got some shit under my belt now. Feel good about that.
I respect it, man. I 100% respect that, without a doubt. Because yeah, I mean, back in the day when we were both on PEDs, I mean, maybe you were a little more than honorable mention because you were putting together some wild stuff in the kitchen with your
Yeah,
frozen pizzas
man. Well, I know. Yeah, when you
stuff
saw the
like that.
chicken tenders on top of a frozen
man.
Jack's
that's
pizza, you
burned in
fucking
my
knew
brain
what's up.
forever. I talk about it like once a month with you, still to this day.
the
But-
pizza quesadilla, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah. I mean, and that's something I love barbecuing and cooking myself. So I've seen you get into the game and you know, making some shit happen. It's awesome, man. So I dig it. Todd, who you got here?
Hey, much to Bobby's dismay, didn't come prepared for this one. But Joe just made a convincing case, man. He is also my rookie of the year for his cooking
There
ability.
you go.
Ah,
That's big.
Listen, I've been listening all season, and Joe has actually kind of like come off with some really knowledgeable information about. I don't have a smoker yet, but I'm interested in getting one. So I listened to you guys. I listened to you guys about the cooking on Joe's when he talked about it, and then the bedding when Dylan talked about it. And I'm learning a lot this season.
You know, I don't
do my research,
really give shit
dude.
to the show is what I found out. So that's what's up. Am I right? I mean, he's just giving out praise. Let me get something.
I mean, you're still pretty cool, I guess.
listen to Bobby
or
do the
whatever.
intro.
I'll give you one. He gave out Kyle of the Year, made a great date better, and just made a woman's life.
That's 100% fact. But you got to admit, I mean, Joe he shows you how you can almost win a chili cook-off. So,
Oh yeah, I'm a piece of shit for that, huh?
no.
Hey, my wife-
I think you're a genius,
my wife-
Loki.
My wife also a piece of shit. She goes to Bob Evans and gets like the mashed potatoes and throws it in the crock pot
Hell yeah.
and mixes it with her her own mashed potatoes that she makes, and then takes it to the family
She
party.
like cuts down the
rave
dough on
reviews.
fucking potatoes.
Put on blast.
Hell yeah.
Them
Dude,
steps on
she
Bob
gets
Evans
it.
mashed potatoes, man.
Nah, man.
in trouble
Sometimes you
now.
gotta do what you gotta do, you know. I did mine as an experiment, and I can't believe I got like second place. Like,
Well
I just
done.
did it like that day.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm
shit
gonna
is
fucking do it.
So funny, man. Yeah, that's great.
I documented it too. I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm gonna work on myself in 2024
You could
Got
win it,
this.
man.
because we're gonna bring you back on next year for these awards, and hopefully I can get some flowers. But for now,
Whoa,
Dylan,
Bobby,
Joe,
come on, man.
congratulations, guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
No, for
You're
real.
welcome, Joe.
We'll move on to MVP, and I kind of mulled over a few different options, but I think who I'm going to go with this year, even though I sort of blasted the company to start out the show, I got to go with Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque. He took over the company in the middle of 2022, and since then, he's been a breath of fresh air for the product, for the sport, if you want to call it that. He's just made it far more palatable, entertaining again, and actually listens to the people, man. And this year, storylines have been incredible. If you follow along, you know what I'm talking about when I bring up the bloodline, Sami Zayn at the earlier part of the year, up into some of the stuff he was doing with like Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was like a whole different version of himself than I've ever seen, and he was very entertaining. Coming out, bringing back the world heavyweight title, to have on Raw, because obviously Roman Reigns, he's the main guy, but he's only showing up for the big events anymore. So not having a world title every week kind of sucks.
What a son of a bitch.
Having that back and putting it on Seth Rollins, which he could almost be MVP in his own right, because he's kind of been carrying that thing proudly and just been putting on banger after banger. And what's cool is like every show, they call them premium live events now because they're not really pay-per-views, because if you have Peacock, you get all those shows now. So they call them PLEs, and every single one of those seem important, and they're all really good now, instead of just the 4 every year of Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. Like every single one is pretty cool. And what we just talked in, and I'll get your thoughts here before we move on to these other guys, Todd, but CM Punk came back after 10 years, and that's something that would 1,000% not happen if Vince McMahon was still in the main chair. But Triple H kind of swallowed his pride and realized, they can make some big money bringing him back, and they let bygones be bygones, and now we see CM Punk on a WWE screen, which is something that nobody ever thought we would see, and we'll see if it's for better or for worse. But so far, it's made for some pretty cool moments, and it's pretty exciting going into 2024 in the road to WrestleMania. So shout out to Triple H, man, he's been killing it. But yeah, Todd. So when we had you on last time, CM Punk had just returned to pro wrestling in general for the first time in 7 years. Back in late, I think it was September of 2022 or 21, maybe
21.
Yeah, it was 21. You're right, because he was injured for a while. So, and you had just
21.
came back, and 2 weeks ago, he returns to WWE after 10 years. And he always seems to return to Chicago, so it's like he's really lucky in that aspect, because he's going to get love there no matter what. But me and you briefly talked about it. We kind of both kind of soured on him a little bit, because his AEW run was pretty dramatic and just not too great. But still, it's kind of exciting to see Triple H and WWE kind of stack the deck a little bit and see what they can make happen, man. But yeah, before we move on to Dylan and these guys, what do you think about CM Punk being back in WWE after a decade?
Well, obviously, I love CM Punk and all the drama that surrounded him in leaving, and then the UFC run, and then the AEW run, and all the shit that happened there. I thought it was a lost cause. I think I was like, oh man, CM Punk, he's never coming back to WWE, and he's washed up. And I don't really watch AEW, but when I heard that he came back at Survivor Series, I definitely tuned into that. And momentous occasion, man. Obviously, it was in Chicago, his hometown, and a huge pop for him. But then he got it again in the weeks that followed that as well. And I think he's here to stay, man. I hope he's got his head on straight and is willing to give quality content, you know, without all the backstage drama.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He won't be able to little bro the WWE locker room like he did AEW, and I think you know, that'll be what makes the difference here. But anyways, Dylan, who do you got for your MVP?
So, for my MVP of 2023, this person had it in this sensational. That's another one for you. Sensational is the word I meant. Sensational 2023. And let the little let the stats, for lack of a better term, speak for themselves. Okay. She was named the most streamed entertainer and artist on Spotify and Apple Music. Her net worth, according to Forbes, has eclipsed over $1 billion, $1.1 billion to be exact. And also, Taylor Swift is going to be the MVP, if you haven't picked up on the drift already. So
I thought it was Riley Reid.
Honorable mention. No, but she was named, obviously, as you guys know, she was named People's Magazine Person of the Year. She has actually, according to Forbes as well, had her Eras tour that she went on and boosted and bumped billions and millions of dollars in each city. According to Forbes, she actually increased, or let me get the wording right here. Yeah, she boosted the U.S. economy by more than $5 billion going on that tour.
The fuck?
I didn't feel none of that.
Well, it's not going to go into
it's trickled down, man. It's trickled down in economics.
The small businesses that and such. But yeah, I mean, she had an absolutely incredible year. She had an incredible year. Probably the biggest, like I said, I try to have an argument with Jen that, you know, that she's probably eclipsed like Beyonce, you know, at this point. Like she's like the top dog. Like she's like this year's, like, or our era right now, Michael Jackson, you know, like the Beatles, you know, she has like that kind of like pull. You've seen those TikTok videos on social media where like not only she's filling in these stadiums, but there's thousands of people outside of the stadium singing along to hearing, like, because you can hear obviously from outside the stadium, but it's thousands of people singing her songs outside of the stadium. And not only did she go on tour, she released a movie of her tour that also garnered $92 million in opening weekend alone and over $250 million grossed from that movie on top of the billions she made going on tour. So, I mean, and to top it all off, she got her face into the NFL market as well and dating Travis Kelce. And, you know, that probably only helped her more, obviously, and helped Travis Kelce in the process there. But my MVP is Taylor Swift.
I don't think I can tell you one Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bad Blood?
I take that back. That
our
shake
song?
off shit. I do. I do remember hearing that against my will. I might add, but I remember hearing it.
16 or 15.
No idea, man.
I don't know. 23 or 22? Is it 22? I don't know about me, but I know about you.
Yeah, sure, man.
There's those pipes.
I appreciate it.
I mean, there's
something like that.
We got, man. Or are you about to do the double duty?
I can't do it, man. I don't got the voice for it right now.
Fuck it, I'm the MVP too.
Whatever. No. Call me Chance the Rapper because I love my wife. I'm gonna shout her out. She did a lot of big shit this year, man. She got a new job, which she quit a job after being there for 10 years. Moved herself over to Dana. Big ass raise. Kept me alive. You know what I mean? I was dying there literally for a little bit there on the oxygen machine, all that bullshit. And she bought me an X-Max. Big ass RC car.
Shit, dude, you're gonna make me look like a piece of shit now.
That's all right.
Triple H.
That's why I want to fucking hear it. I want to hear it.
Man.
Fucking joke. Capitalizing on the opportunity to get
Oh,
a favor in the household.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
oh, man. No, but it's real though.
The 15-minute top
cool.
off.
We'll get topped off. Don't you worry. What? Please don't listen to that.
All right,
Edit
so the
that out.
Mattress family really racked up the awards this year.
Hell yeah. I don't know, man. We also didn't really do any notes on where we were going with this.
Yeah, you did say it could be anything.
Sure. Yeah, it's a smart move. I hope it pays off.
I think what you're trying to say is you guys fucked up.
Well done, Joe.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, Tori's she knows how much I like wrestling. She's gonna be like, oh wow, I said Triple H. And then 10 minutes later, when you shout out your fucking wife, then she'll be like,
I'm
what a
just saying,
fucking
man.
stupid idiot he is.
She knew that when she had a kid with you. It's been years at this point. You think she doesn't know you're a dipshit sometimes?
She's numb to it for the most part.
Exactly what I mean. She likes it.
No, I'm just playing. That's
yeah.
bold. It's a smart move, man. So
Yeah, congratulations to you and your wife on the awards.
Yep. Maybe next year for you'll be
tread lightly
you'll be
here,
married.
Todd. But you're up.
Oh, man, I hate to be quick.
Follow my lead if you're smart.
I know, but I'm not smart, right? So listen, I'm gonna follow Dylan. I'm gonna follow Dylan's lead on this, and obviously the co-MVP is the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce business agreement that's happening right now, where they're both profiting extremely. You know what I mean? They're doing really well. They're in the forefront of pop culture. Everybody's talking about it. My daughter, I have an 11-year-old daughter who is wild about Taylor Swift. Went and saw the movie. I'm sure if I had $5,000 to shell out for the Eras tour ticket, she would have been there. You know, but I don't have that.
Damn.
I don't know how much they cost, but that was just exaggerating, maybe.
All right. I don't know. I'm gullible,
Okay.
so.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, man, they're doing it. They're doing it right now, and they're at the forefront of pop culture, and they're both going to profit from it immensely.
Yeah, I think he's at least for a while. He had the highest selling jersey, and when this shit hits the fan with them, even when it's going to probably most likely be her fault based off her track record, Travis Kelce's fucked. So it'll be bad time for him.
I don't think he's going to be fucked.
That whole fan base is, I mean, that's a cult, man.
Well, yeah, they're going to turn on him, but then they got guys like you and I
She
who
could
are
chop
going
him to
to
pieces
side with
and
Travis
be like, well,
Kelce.
he was probably an asshole and deserved it.
Hey, as long as she makes a next top 100 hit, I'm fine with it, you know?
There we go.
Any honorable mentions for any category? You don't have to do each category, but any category you were like, oh, I kind of could have been either or on what the specific category. But
I got one. I think you're the MVP with your intros because I hate them, but I love them. They're always fucking goofy as fuck. I love them. I never I don't know what to expect. Like,
I'm all professional here,
dude. The first time I saw the D-Lo Lock fucking Money Bird and shit, I'm like, that's perfect. That's fucking perfect. That's dead on. Exactly what the fuck he's doing every week.
Yeah, it feels like it sometimes, you know. It's sad.
Oh, sorry. Well, I can't forget Bobby though. He does run this shit.
Fucking dick.
Listen,
all right. That's what we've come to.
Best for last,
I'm just
Dick.
talking head.
Best for last. You know, you do a lot of the sourcing of people. Why do you just have a hammer?
I'm gonna smash my own computer.
I mean, all right.
Dylan.
Flip your desk and shit. No, man, you definitely take care of getting people on and all that, and organize us, and that's it. You don't do nothing else. You just fucking. I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? You got the band back together too.
It's true.
We're just floating around, fucking around, and you're like, hey, you guys want to be gay or whatever?
That's
Super gay.
essentially what I said. And
dude, we always talk about wieners and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we'll be bringing on Alex tonight at some point. Hopefully, I don't
I
know
told
what his
you.
He's
situation
willing
is.
anytime.
Todd, if you want to, phone in on that one too. Yeah, I'm sure you have some, because you're a avid listener. I'm sure you have some questions for Alex Knight.
I got a story for you. All the dudes at work want to see it. They want to see it, right? So he said he'll go to the bathroom, but it's going to cost him $12. And Ryan laughing.
I think that's what he was charging to get into the gate at OF. So
that's what he said. He said, "Oh, you got to pay him $12 to go in the bathroom with you."
Can't sell out now.
The dude's wild.
$12.
Him and his brother, they both work there. Him and Matt work there, and Matt's a different kind of person, man. He's a wild animal.
I believe it. The only honor mention I had was I almost was going to do Kroger as my MVP because they were crushing it for your boy this year. The Kroger fuel points are just, they're untouchable.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you, huh?
Yeah, you ran out of gas.
Well, you gotta.
How'd that work out last Saturday?
That's not their fault. That's my fault. They ain't got nothing to do with them. They're the reason I wanted to roll the dice. But 4x fuel points on Fridays. I mean, Meyer just can't even touch them. And then
does Meyer even have a program for gas?
Like
I don't know.
I'm an OG Red Polo gang, so
I'm a Speedway boy.
Shout out to them. But let's get into this mill, D'Lo, so we can get out of here.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
Yep, got you.
That's what you should have shouted out. Finger guns.
Here we go, baby.
I don't want to encourage him anymore, man.
Around the Mill with Dill, episode 161. We're going to start off with GTA officially released, and this is after it leaked. I don't know if you guys heard the story, but there was a leaked trailer. It was the official trailer, but it got leaked out, and then Rockstar was like, damn it. And they took it all off. All the videos got off after like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. It was available. And it got taken off because they wanted it to be viewed on their account. Okay. It makes sense. It makes sense. Rightfully so. So it got finally officially released on the 5th of December, and it blew records for non-artists.
No, they released it as soon as it got leaked.
Oh, did they? They're like,
this shit already leaked. Like, watch it on our page, and it broke like Mr. Beast's record for most views in 24 hours.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
It was like 75 million or something like that when I got to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably.
Everyone's been anticipating. Everyone fucks with GTA, dude. So
dude, that trailer was so sick too.
Yeah, it's
like it looked awesome.
Yeah.
I know you seen that video where they compared it to like real shit happening in Florida. You see that shit? That was so cool.
The one dude that they that's got like the clown face tattoos or whatever. He told Rockstar he wants $2 million. So
yeah, okay.
I don't know how you would go about doing that, but I don't know. It seems like I don't know if there's gonna be like a co-op story mode or because there's like two characters. I mean, it does seem like the female is like the main, but there's two different ones.
I guess it's gonna be like that Bonnie and Clyde shit where they're gonna bounce between. Remember how you like in 5 you'd go between like Michael Franklin,
right?
You know what I mean? That's what I'm from my understanding.
But last week, I mean, I called it, D'Lo. I said we'll watch that trailer on that Tuesday. And at the end, I anticipated seeing a 2025 or a 26 release date, and we really technically didn't even get a release date. It just says 2025, so it could be early in the year. But I think somebody tweeted out that most of them, other than I think 4 or 5, have all come out in like the fall or later. So
feel like it's always
Probably.
like September, November.
Probably the
Yeah, I
case,
heard like a
so.
rumor, something about like it would be available on console later in late 2024, but available on PC in 2025.
Yeah, and then I seen, and who knows, man? Everything's a rumor at this point, but they
Yeah.
were saying that it's going to be running on 60 FPS, but I think that's what 5 was on. But I don't know if you're everything's next gen now, so but I don't know how 120 would run on like consoles and shit.
Yeah,
Joe, I mean, you're the virgin.
I mean,
Like
it's
shit, get a
gen.
PC, you fucking nerds.
Okay. That's what I assumed. Okay, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
I
want
would show the trailer,
Yeah,
but I don't
even,
want to get another.
Don't even waste your time with that.
Strike.
I think everyone
I mean,
has seen it by now. I mean, I'm sure it's well into the 9-figure views at this point.
Yeah, 135 million.
But it's like watching a movie trailer, man. It really is. I'm stoked about it. I can't wait. And that'll actually also be the same year we're supposed to get snack wraps back, according to McDonald's.
What?
That was the big news that came out this week as well. But not till 2025. It's like, come on, McDonald's. It's a fucking tortilla, lettuce, and chopped up chicken. Like, that could be done tomorrow. What are we doing?
You can do that tonight.
Yeah.
Go to Gordon's Food. Just do it right now.
Bringing back the McRib, dude. Nobody. Do any of you guys like the McRib? I've never had one in my life.
Oh,
No.
dude. I was doing a delivery for a Frappuccino machine to the McDonald's in Genoa there. And it was the first time
you
I
deliver
ever.
them broke?
No, that's the ice cream machine. The Frappuccino machine is good to go. But that, I think it was like last week sometime, but it's the first time in my whole adult life I've heard another human being order McRib. Because I was by the drive-thru, I was outside in the big truck getting shit down or whatever. And he said he ordered a McRib and a large Diet Coke. And I said, what the fuck? You can actually buy those things? I thought that was a joke. That was a meme sandwich.
Yeah, I never had one. Probably never will. No interest.
Not interested. Correct.
Hey, Bobby. You remember when when Taco Bell, you labeled them your fucko of the year, but remember when they brought you and Gauze and a few others in to taste test on their new menu?
It was me and Paul. Yeah.
How have I never heard of this?
It was at the Woodville Road location.
tell
We were in
that
there
story.
ordering food. Some dude pulls us aside. He's like, "Hey, I'll give you guys. I think it was like $10 to just like fill out a thing. I'm gonna ask you questions about some items and stuff, and we may use you to taste test some new items." We're like, yeah, we're fucking broke as shit.
Dude, I'll pay for my Taco Bell. Hell yeah.
Pay for the Taco Bell, and we're gonna go buy a bag of mids after anyway.
Hell
So
yeah.
we do that, and then sure enough, they call us and they give us an address. It seemed sketchy, dude, because it just some random ass dude. It wasn't even wearing any like Taco Bell, clothing or anything like that. But we did it. He called us, gave us this address to someplace. It was it's over there in Oregon. I can't remember what it's called, but we went up there and we sat down and we were actually taste testing the volcano menu, which was pretty cool. And you had to give your thoughts and shit. And for a while, it seemed like very sus because they didn't mention anything about getting paid. But we did try some food, and they're just like, "What are some words you think about when you hear the word volcano or spicy or any of that
Scorched
shit?" And
sauce.
down. And I was like, "Dude, we're doing like fucking classwork and shit." But sure enough, at the end, they cut them checks. It was like $150.
What?
And at that time, I mean, we were like 20 years old, so it was like, that's a shit ton of money.
It's like
Especially
a
in,
grand.
2009, you know what I mean? So yeah, very random experience, but pretty cool with that.
Hell yeah.
Deserving.
Yeah, we brought the volcano menu.
Well
I was
done.
MVP in 2009, but I fell off after that. Come to find out.
Now it's Joe's wife.
Shout out, baby.
Get points, baby. Get points.
There you go.
Attaboy.
Up next
Teach you guys
on
how to do it.
Around the Mill, we have Kanye West releasing a new song. I don't believe it's released yet, but it's going to be called Everybody. And it's going to be sampling a famous song from the Backstreet Boys, everybody. But it's not released yet, but stay tuned for that.
Because I haven't seen anything about this. Where is this being reported at?
Let's see if I can find it on the old.
I mean, you are the Kanye and MGK guy, so I do believe you.
Yeah,
but I haven't.
Oh no shit, right? I haven't had MGK update. Is he alive still?
He's supposedly working on a rap album again, so that's kind of cool. I always thought he was a good rapper, but the rock shit can go away.
I thought he was an idiot though when he's like, "I'm gonna try to diss Eminem, see what happens."
Yeah. I thought he was actually pretty good in that diss exchange.
He landed some blows.
I'm not saying he was bad. I just thought he was crazy. Like he really thought he was gonna come out on top.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
got buried after that.
So this is from a reliable source here from the Daily Loud.
Okay, I don't know if we should play that though.
Don't.
Anything music, I don't even want to fuck around. But previews everybody. The song will appear with unaccompanied with title. Interesting.
So yeah, there's that there.
I'll have to take a listen to that when we get off, or maybe I'll have you play it when we get off air because it's gonna sample the Backstreet Boys song. Everybody.
Everybody.
Love that song though.
I do.
Yeah,
so I hope he doesn't butcher it because Kanye does some weird shit sometimes, or a lot of the time.
It's gonna be. I better be fire. I mean, it's the Backstreet Boys. What can go wrong?
Have you heard it, Dylan?
No, I haven't heard it yet.
Okay. So yeah, we'll have to check that out when we get off air. What else we got, man?
Oh, let's see here. Shohei Ohtani, famous baseball player, and now multi-millionaire. He signed a record-breaking deal. All right. Let me get it here because I have it in here. Because boom. Shohei Ohtani.
Getting them likes, my boy. That's your page, ain't it?
Yeah, I like some things for the mill, so I can pull it up easier.
Just be careful. I know. Also, I see that you need to follow that Dan's AI sports picks, but that's for later.
Copy that.
When you get back
in the game. Shohei Ohtani here, signing a 10-year, $700 million deal with the LA Dodgers. That's $70 million a year. To put that into perspective, the Guardians, the Cleveland Guardians, and also a professional MLB team, their entire roster accumulates to $66 million. So Shohei Ohtani is going to be making more money in 1 year than the entire roster of the Cleveland Guardians currently right now. I mean, like that's obviously moves could be made, whatever. But that is obviously ridiculous and highlights a gruesome lack of just capital control amongst these bigger markets versus smaller markets. And that's why, baseball, I mean, even though if you're fixing the pace of the game by changing the pitching clock and yada, yada, which is great. But I mean, they have to do something with they got to have a cap, I mean, you got to make it a little bit more fair for other small markets, especially with the whole Bally Sports Diamond Entertainment or whatever they're called going under, kind of screwing up these other teams that are lower markets and relying on that money source from TV deals that they're not getting for revenue. And, it's hard to get these Shohei Ohtanis and, $700 million for one player. It's quite the lopsided disadvantage for smaller markets. And
how much is guaranteed?
That I don't know.
I think I read somewhere that he put in a clause in his contract where some of that is going to be deferred so they can build a team around him, because obviously paying $70 million for one guy is going to kind of hinder them being able to bring in some more high profile guys. So I think he's going to kind of defer, but so he'll probably be getting paid from the Dodgers for like 20 years. And
that's a smart ass move, dude.
He's already arguably the best baseball player of all time, but those are crazy numbers. But that's baseball for you. I mean, there's like 5 teams that have unlimited money, and the rest. I think I've seen somewhere that one of the teams had to take a loan out to pay for their team, while the Dodgers are paying $70 million a year for one player. So yeah, I mean that's one of the numerous problems with baseball, but we don't gotta jump down that rabbit hole. But is that all we got for the mill?
And our cuck of the year to round it all out. It kind of goes full circle here on the mill. But our cuck of the year, Adam 22, the Plug reality TV show, has announced its winner. And if none of you were watching, obviously they probably had it on their like subscription-based OnlyFans, the TV show and whatnot. But yeah, so basically this will kind of show you what entailed within the episodes and kind of gives you a temperature gauge on how the episode went. Nothing graphic here, obviously. We want to do that to you, and we don't want to get canceled. But I kind of get the gist of what was going on with these episodes and how they kind of narrowed down their contestants throughout each show. So here's a little clip there.
Things about you.
I've seen this one in the movies before.
Okay. Everything I heard was true.
So as I'm swinging there in front of Adam and Lena, I could see the look on Adam's face, and I don't think he was quite ready for what I had to bring.
It's like a third leg. It is so big.
Women let you put that inside them?
Yeah, well, if it'll fit.
Yeah. Does it often not fit?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Do they sometimes shriek in horror when you pull it out?
Sometimes.
I like a challenge.
Okay, well, I'm impressed.
So basically, if you're not on the YouTube and you're listening in a car, Adam 22 is basically just meat watching with his wife and judging dicks. So that's basically what's going on, and that's why he's easily the cuck of 2023. But they did settle on a winner, and it wasn't our winner we were pulling for. We were going for Crip Mac. And
that dumbass is in jail again. God damn it.
He's in jail again?
Yeah, he's probably going to go away for like 15 years, mandatory.
That's probably why he didn't win. If it wasn't for that, then maybe he would have had a chance. So they ended up picking their winner, and this is the result of that finale.
The person who's gonna my wife is Lil D.
Stop playing with me. Hey, my boy. All right, bro.
Should we go upstairs right now?
I'm with it. I don't give a
Let's do it.
boy. The things I'm gonna do to you.
Oh, I'm excited.
This is gonna be the night of your life. Hey, we're not on camera yet. Okay.
Wait, hold up. My bad.
He just won. Let him touch it.
I gotta be the husband of the year. Let me tell you, I am the one.
You are the one, the cuck of the year. That is...
Ain't no fucking way. You know what I mean?
Just the way you open that up. The person who I'm going to let fuck my wife. What a fucking... That's wild. Wild life. That wraps it up for Around the Mill with Dill for the final time of 2023.
And there it is. Before we cap off the final episode of this year, I mean, we kind of briefly talked about it, or you guys did earlier. Just want to shout out both you guys, Dylan and Joe, for jumping back on this with me. You know, we talked about it in like July. You know, it had been over a year since we recorded, and I kind of got the bug again after listening to some of our old shit, and you know, I was fully willing to go on it solo, but I was happy to see that you guys had kind of been thinking about it as well, and we made it happen, man. We came back, and so far this season's been a lot of fun, and we've got to interview a bunch of cool cats, including our boy here, Todd Stahl, yet again, and it's been cool, man. Viewership's gone up, all that fun stuff, and it's just I'm excited now because you know, we talked about it when we first came back. I've had something in my eye the whole episode too, so I'm gonna probably look like a fucking bozo on this episode.
He's crying.
Yeah, I'm crying. So
I love you guys too.
Because, yeah, I don't know, you just railroaded me, man. I don't know where I was going with that.
I'm sorry, Todd.
Oh yeah, we were talking about how like at the end of last year, when last season, you know, I dreaded coming on and doing this shit for a while, but now I'm excited every week, you know, to come on here and talk shop with you guys and whoever we got on. So appreciate you guys. And also next week when you guys come here, I got both you guys a little something, so to show a little bit of my gratitude. Nothing major, but I think you guys will think it's pretty cool, and I'm excited to give it to you guys. Pause. But
Hell
gay.
yeah.
You're
Todd.
gay.
So what? So what? So the what? Todd, man, thanks again for coming on. It's always a pleasure to chat with you, and it's definitely a pleasure of ours to be able to help get some more eyes and ears on what you and your brother are doing. I definitely respect what you guys got going on, and like I said, hope that it gets off the ground in 24 and you guys start making some real noise. And whatever we can do to help, reach out and we'll make it happen. But before we sign off, just one more time, just let the people know how to get a hold of you guys about that stuff, and plug the first event one more time as well.
Yeah, so get a hold of us, either myself, Todd Stahl, or my brother Chad Stahl. We're both co-founding this thing. We're looking to run tournaments as well as our own tournaments. We have our debut non-scholastic event coming up March 9th. That will be the Glowing Gladiator. It's a black light tournament, the first in the area, and we're very excited to see everybody out there for that event.
There it is. So be on the lookout for that. Obviously, any information we get, we'll definitely be sharing, and make sure you guys are following these guys on socials. Todd Stahl, Chad Stahl, and they'll get you all the information you want. And as always, we can be a bridge to those guys as well. So hit us up if you have any questions about that. But yeah, we're taking a 3-week break. We got the big Hall Griffith 3rd annual Turkey Fry next week, and then obviously the week after that's Christmas and then New Year's. So we're just gonna take a very brief hiatus, and then we'll be back. I think January 8th when our first episode will be back, but we'll be recording on Dylan's holiday as we've come to January 6th. So we'll maybe have a theme for that. Maybe we'll try to get anybody that's outside of prison waiting to be sentenced, and we'll have
the
a chat.
QAnon shaman.
Phone call. Maybe they can use their one phone call.
4th anniversary. Who knows? Yeah, we'll get them on a jail phone, whatever. But for now, I hope everyone has a phenomenal Christmas, a good New Year's. I want to see some fire plates. I want to see some cool toys. I want to get some good stories. We'll definitely be racking them up ourselves. Dylan, I'll probably have you do some, and I'll probably be doing it as well, but maybe trying to record some of the ruckus next week here. I'm sure there'll be some good shit to record, as there's always been, and we'll play some of that stuff out when we come back. But for now, you know what time it is, man.
Yes, sir. For the final time of 2023. Couldn't have said it better myself, Bobby. Try to end this year without any more Dylanisms. How about that one? But from myself, fingers crossed, baby. Both of them. Fingers and toes. No, but for real, I couldn't have said it better myself. Hope everyone has a fantastic holiday. Can't wait to get up north to go see some brothers in arms. We're going to be eating some turkey. And Joe, I think you're whipping up something special as well with your turkey. I think it's a different style turkey, right? Am I right about that?
I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Just be there, man.
I'm gonna fry one. Might
We'll
smoke
just figure
one.
it out. Be there or be square, ladies and gentlemen. And also, thanks so much to the Stahl brothers. Todd Stahl this episode, Chad Stahl previous episode. But here in spirit, definitely huge shout out to you guys and what you guys are doing for youth wrestling. Sincerely on that one. And from myself, Bobby, Joe, and the Stahl brothers, Todd Stahl tonight. Have a wonderful year, my friends. We'll catch you in the next one in 2024.